All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful like Akim, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to make your calling and election sure, as well as hastening in the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, real quick, man, video. Lord's will it be edifying. And on the screen right here is LeVar Ball. It's pretty well known for the most part, especially among men. He's the father of Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo Ball. And I got hip to this guy around like 2017. Well, maybe a little sooner. Maybe 2016. All of his sons were in high school, and he was pushing to get them to the NBA. And two of them actually did make it. And just recently, his middle son, Jello Ball, is pretty much he's a rapper now, man. So he has some type of success in his life too. And anyway, man, this guy caught a lot of flack from Esau's media just for being like being all up in the mix concerning his sons. You know, most of these guys that go to the NBA, they come from a single mother household. And Esau not used to having an outspoken father right there in the mix, pretty much to make sure that his sons don't get messed over. You know what I'm saying? Bigging them up, calling them the greatest to ever do it, and just speaking blessings and confidence into his children. That's rare, man. That's rare to see. And that was one of the things that drew me. They had a TV show that used to come on Facebook. And that was one of the things that drew me to this guy because, man, you know, deep down inside, man, every Jake wished they had their father, especially for his Jakes who grew up without their father. You wish you had your father there, man, when you was growing up to just, you know, instill in you, you know, particular things, man. So the confidence he was giving to his sons, hey, man, I admired that, man. You know, and this is prior to me, the Lord waking me up to the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people admired that, man. You know. So anyway, this guy, as you read the title, it says LeVar Ball had his foot amputated after a serious medical issue. Right now, this is a Jake, man. He's an Israelite. He's an Israelite, man. And you know, one thing I notice about Jake, it really don't matter how much success you get, you cannot escape the curses. You know, you cannot escape the curses. Now, there's no details out about why exactly he had his foot amputated. But to the sports world, this is like shocking, man. Shocking. And the thing about this family, it seems like every time this family gets some type of success, there's also some type of tragedy that happens too, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't get, and that's the thing about Jake, man. That's the thing about Jake, man. You can get your little BS success in this life, but you still can't escape the curses. One of the first things that happened when his sons first started popping, man, their mother, which happens to be an Edomite woman, or at least she seems to be. She may not be, because she kind of got like a little like swagger to her a little bit. But I guess after you've been with a Jake man for so long, you kind of pick that up. But even her father, his wife's name is Tina Ball. Even her father has like a kind of like swagger to him, if you ever been tapped in with this family or watched them. But anyway, at face value, she seems to be an Edomite woman. And right when this family was getting popping, she suffered a stroke. You know what I'm saying? And that was in the middle of their success and fame as it was starting to come. Right. And then here it is, man. You know, two of his sons are multi-million-dollar NBA players, you know, Lonzo and LaMelo. And then Jello boy, man, he just signed like I think they say he signed a contract with Def Jam for like 13 million. And then right after that, boom, you see today, man, this guy gets getting his foot cut off, man, and that's, man. I mean, I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't imagine. You know, all the money in the world, man, and if your body ain't right, then, man, I couldn't imagine that, man. Couldn't imagine that. You know, I got a broke tooth right now. One of my wisdom tooth kind of broke in the back, and I'm kind of like, man, about that. So I can't even imagine, you know, whole foot gone, man. Anyway, man, like we can't escape these curses, man. We cannot escape these curses. Let me not play that. They're gonna copyright me. Anyway, man, you know, as we always say, the scriptures speak about everything. Speak about everything. Now, the thing about being an Israelite, man, it don't matter which tribe you from Judah all the way down to Issachar, you know, because there are 12 tribes. Man, these curses take hold of our people, man. And one of the main curses that our people suffer from, especially here in Babylon, where the food is tainted, right? The scriptures say we will eat our food defiled amongst the Gentiles, which are these heathens, all right? Deuteronomy 28 and 58, it says, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name, the Lord Yahweh thy power, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed even great plagues. Right? And yeah, man, this guy's got his foot cut off, man. You know what I'm saying? And Jake be suffering from diabetes, gout, all type of cancers, and man, they be having to pop all type of pills because Esau don't create, he don't give you the remedies to heal yourself. He just give you something to pretty much water down the symptoms that you feeling, you know. And this is the judgment that we as the Lord's chosen people have suffered for not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord had put before us in the sight of the nations. All right. It says, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed even great plagues. And if you keep up with basketball, you know, man, like between all three of the sons, okay, Lonzo Ball, he stays injured, man. It's like, and his dad blames it on the fact that their mother's white. So his dad, LeVar, be like, man, you know, their mama half white. But it's like, man, I wouldn't really get at too much. I don't know, man. If your father's an Israelite, man, you're an Israelite, man. Flat out, man. I mean, genetic makeup plays a part, but you're an Israelite, man. The scriptures don't say nothing about being half this, half that. You are an Israelite, man, if you come from the seed of an Israelite man, okay? But it says, so his kids are always injured too, man. They be catching injuries. You know, Lonzo sat out for like 2 years, man. Had a good start. Even from the jump coming into the league, man, this dude was staying injured. And he was like one of my favorite players to watch. You know what I'm saying? And then LaMelo, he be getting injured here and there. It'd be petty stuff, but it'd be like, in the long run, you know, you could tell that his body's probably going to break down a little sooner. And just this generation, period, man. Like the food that we eat, the everything, man. You know, and even Jello, man, ankle issues. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in their family be suffering from some type of injury or illness, it seems like, you know, in their immediate family. And this is with Jake in general. It says, and the plagues of thy seed, it says, I'm going to read it again. It says, then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance. It says, moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. That's my damn cat. making noise because he want to go outside. Hold on, give me a second. All right. Yeah, man, cat make more noise than a damn dog, man. Anyway, it says, moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. All right, and man, there's so many different diseases you can't even lay down with your woman and have sex with your woman, right? Without, you got to wrap it up, man, right? You got to wrap it up. You can't just have no baby, man. You can't be out here just popping women for real. You're gonna catch some shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man, because there's no way around it. There's no way around it. I saw something that said 100% of people who have pets and that live in their home, they suffer from some type of worm that they're not even privy to. But it just comes from having pets in your home, the germs that your pets carry. Which, fucking animals shouldn't be living in your living quarters, but that's how it's set up here in Babylon. Anyway, so the Lord, man, he allows so many diseases and pestilences to cleave unto Jake. And ultimately, the reason is because, yes, the curses, right? We fell away from our heritage, but Jake don't keep the dietary laws, man. The dietary laws. Jake, man, drink, smoke weed. Jake be putting all type of stuff in their body, man. And it's non-stop. It's every day. Every day, man. You be seeing people who smoke. They smoke. You know what I'm saying? And I've been guilty of this earlier in my life, early 20s. Just doing it just because that's what I seen people doing. Right? It was the cool thing to do and shit. Getting drunk every weekend. It's people that drink every day. They do drugs every day. You know what I'm saying? It says, also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, then will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. And you see that with our people, man. Look at Irv Gotti, man. He just passed away. All right, and his illnesses were related to the lifestyle that he was living, man. Having millions of dollars, traveling the world, eating whatever you, just totally given to pleasure, man. Totally given to pleasure. And you just had this guy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They trying to pass this law to where if you get food stamps, you can't spend it on junk food and shit, ice creams and cookies and cakes and whatnot. And you notice when these women, if you ever go in a grocery store, right, and you see a so-called black woman, or even these young white chicks too, because they be wanting to be just like Eve. You know what I'm saying? But if you see a so-called black woman in a grocery store grocery shopping, look in her basket, man. All right, these women, the stuff that they buy be and they don't know how to cook. You're hardly gonna see any meats, raw ingredients in there. You're gonna see a lot of freezer shit. Processed shit, pizza rolls, frozen pizzas, hot dogs. They do not cook, man. They do not cook. Not saying that, because we know that some of this meat be defiled too. You know what I'm saying? But not saying that, your outcome would be too much better, but it's better than just eating pizza rolls and shit all the time, man. And that's what these women feed their kids. Even that one video, the lady who left her children in the house for 4 years by themselves. I just saw raw footage where nothing's blurred out, where they walk through with a camera and they show everything, all the trash. And man, there was so many Little Caesars. This lady was just pulling up, dropping off maybe 4 pizzas at a time. maybe once a week, man. There were just Little Caesars boxes everywhere, man. These, like, that's all them kids ate for 4 years. All right. Pork, pepperoni blood all over it. The juice from the damn pepperonis, man. Yeah, man. And we all are guilty to some extent with keeping up with our diet. So I'm not trying to act like I just got it all together, man, because I don't. I don't. I don't overindulge in like fast food and like junk food and stuff, but I do have my fair share of it. I do eat my fair share of it. And I'm not in the best shape. You know what I'm saying? Just taking accountability on my end. But listen, man. There are particular law, statutes, and commandments that we can follow, man, concerning the dietary law. Now, in this society, you got to pretty much have money to be able to eat right, because they make it expensive to eat healthy. And they make it extremely cheap to destroy yourself, okay, with all of these fast foods and whatnot, okay? And that's why Jake is destroyed, man, all right, health-wise. All right, where I want to start here. This is 2nd Ezra 7, and I'm going to start at verse 20. It says, For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. Now, to be fair, you probably wasn't privy to the laws of the Most High prior to the Lord waking you up to this truth. You know what I'm saying? But even still, though, there are certain things that are written in the law that is just in our spirit to do, that we just know is wrong. It's just wrong to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jake know that eating pork is wrong, and they see what it does to their grandmothers, grandfathers, mothers, generation after generation, and yet Jake continue to eat it. And then you know what they like to say? They blame it on Esau. Like, yeah, it is his fault, because that's what he put before us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, this we've been eating since slavery, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like, and Jake would just rather have their pleasures than good health. It says, For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came, right? And the law was given to Israel, so this applies to Israel, right? You see these heathens, these so-called Chinese, Japanese, man, they could eat all type of stuff, man. You don't really see too many obese Chinese people. And they be eating like live animals, like squid, fresh out the ocean, not even dead, all type of filthy stuff they be eating, man. And they don't seem to be suffering no curses from it. No ill, they be living long lives. For real, man. Okay? It says, For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High, which is set before them. For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him and imagined vain things. Okay? It says, And deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High, he is not, and knew not his ways. So for the most part, man, what he just boiled down to is, man, people just want to do what the fuck they want to do, man. Now there are certain things in the law that we can't keep. It's kind of hard to keep the dietary law like perfectly, because this nigga Esau, he'll change the name of ingredients on stuff, monoglyceride, and then you come to find out that's pork, and it's damn near in everything you eat. Like, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but there are certain things we can keep, like blatantly going to the grocery store and buying pork hot dogs, pork chops, ham. Like, you cannot do that, man. You can avoid doing that. Okay? All right? We ain't gonna keep the law perfect, but we just practicing, rehearsing in it right now, man. And the kingdom is gonna be just in us to do the right thing. It's going to be written in our inward parts. But there are certain things that you can help. Okay. But man, like the scriptures say, man, it says, but his law have they despised and denied his covenants, and his statutes have they not been faithful and have not performed his work. It says, and therefore, Ezra, for the empty are empty things, and for the full are full things. So if you don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you're gonna keep suffering the curses. You don't repent, ultimately you're gonna die here in Babylon, man, in these last days. Okay, you're not gonna receive any type of salvation. Okay, you're not gonna be of the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, because ultimately that's what it's boiling down to. All right. Second Ezra, Salakia, Ecclesiasticus. Let me see. I gotta go back. Yeah, this is 30. And I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution, right? Which ultimately, that's the men of the Lord, right? We poor men, we don't have all the money in the world, but we stand on a sure foundation, man, with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay? It says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body, man. I'm pretty sure, and I can't even say that right now. If LeVar Ball could have his foot back, that's got to take a mental toll on you, man, when you start to realize, like, you start waking up every day. You used to having a foot, and you start waking up and you looking down, it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming the reason why he had to cut his foot off, because whatever was going on with his foot, it would have spread. And it would have went to his whole leg or whatever the case is. So he just had to amputate it. You know. Because I was just watching an interview with the guy. He seemed okay. But, people deal with so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? We get so caught up in looking at people's success. We don't see what they deal with. Because social media only shows you people's success. It doesn't show you the trauma that comes with it or behind the scenes. Okay? Anyway, again, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach in the Apocrypha, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. So you would rather have a strong body and be poor, right, than to have all the money in the world and your body is shit. It says, there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. Death is better than a bitter life of continual sickness, right? And when you understand, when the Lord blesses you with the understanding of what happens when you die, you can understand how the Lord would say death is better than a life of continual sickness, man. All right? Because when you die, man, you go into your heavenly body. You're in a good estate. You're at rest. You know what I'm saying? There is no hell where you go and burn. That's a whole nother video. But there is no hell where you go and burn for eternity. All spirits return to the Most High, man. There's no sickness in the heavens. Okay? It says, there's no riches above a sound body and no joy above the joy of the heart, right? Which ultimately, the heart leads into your mind, all right? A good mind, all right? That's another curse that's been upon our people, Deuteronomy 28 and 28, all right? The Lord will smite you with madness, blindness, and astonishment of heart. And that's one of the big topics that goes on right now in this world is mental health, okay? Mental health. Right? It says there is no riches above a sound body and no joy above the joy of the heart. It says death is better than a bitter life of continual sickness. It says delicates poured upon a mouth shut up are as messes of meat set upon a grave. Ooh, that's heavy. Delicates poured upon a mouth shut up. So you can have having all the shoes, money, cars, whatever in the world, and your body is steady, just decrepit and beat down, is equal to giving all the most delicate meats. it's like it's like giving the most delicate foods and meats to a dead man. You can't enjoy it, man. You can't enjoy it. Okay, that was very heavy right there, man. It says, "What good doeth the offering unto an idol? For neither can it." Okay, that was the point right there. Delicates poured upon a mouth shut up are as messes of meat set upon a grave. So yeah, man, a good body is better than all the riches in the world, man. A good health, cause man, your body's the temple of the Lord, man. Especially for you Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? The water Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai that I stopped smoking and indulging in like all of the things that I was indulging in, man, prior to the Lord calling me into this understanding, because ain't no telling where I'd be right now, man. Ain't no telling, man. But yeah, man, so Lord's will, this video is edifying. Real quick video, man. This guy's whole foot is gone. Man, I couldn't imagine. I want to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai B'Hashem Rakakodash, and Shalom.